Hello guys, I am here with another video, and I was working on the concept for a standard deck, and I'm going to turn it into Sultai eventually, or Bug for those of you who still prefer the old terms, but currently it's Necro, or Junk, or Abzan, and I'm just going to jump right into it. I don't have any lands set out for this deck because it is a prototype, and the lands I'm using were just lands to simulate what it'd be like to have the dual lands in standard, because currently most of my dual lands are not in standard. So we're just going to jump right in here with two Festering Newts, which I'm not even sure are legal anymore, but they are going to be replaced with some. There's the 1-mana card, Ruthless Ripper. In Cons of Tarkir, that's going to be put into this deck. Two Sunblade Elves, which will also be taken out, but currently they were in here because it is a 1-mana 2/2 for this deck. Two Hopeful Eidolons, which is where we see what this deck actually is, which is a Reanimator constellation, but I'm going to have it become Sultai because I think they have more opportunity for it. Then there's two Satyr Wayfinders for junking, and just a 2-mana 1/1. Two Oresco Swiftclaw for a 2-mana 3/1. So that's our early game survivability package. And then I'm going to jump into our combo pieces, which not even a combo piece, but just synergy pieces, which is Oakheart Dryads. A very nice constellation card. One Yisan the Wandering Bard. It enabled us to search for our combo pieces. A Burmaz King of Oreskos, which I really like, but I'm afraid it's just not going to be able to make it into the actual deck. I mean, when your deck has better things to do than Burmaz, that's not okay, but one Master the Feast, which this Burmaz is eventually going to be replaced by, I think. It is just a 3-mana 5/5 flyer for us. It doesn't matter if our opponent gets card advantage. Two Eidolon of Blossom. So, Constellation, another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card, so that's a big combo piece in our deck. I'm probably going to end up putting in another one of those too. And one Abhorrent Overlord. I like it because if you whip him back or just put him into the battlefield, you get those 1/1s, so he's a great Reanimator target. And I'm pretty sure what this deck's going to come down to is two Abhorrent Overlords, two Eidolon of Blossoms, some other enchantment creatures, two Silent Sentinels. Even though in Sultai I can't cast it, I can still reanimate it to put enchantments from my graveyard onto the battlefield. And one Return to the Ranks, which turns out is really bad in this deck. It actually turns out it's not even worth rare in my mind. Two Commune with the Gods. Two Feral Invocations, which are probably going to come out for another Commune with the Gods, another Satyr Wayfinder. Two Devouring Lights, for more removal. Three Heroes Downfall for removal. Four Whip of Erebos. Now, this is kind of weird, but you need to have at least two whips that you draw per game. So in between the possibility of putting some into your graveyard, you need to have a lot. And there's a lot of enchantment removal just because Theros is a thing. So if they destroy one, you want to have your second one. So that's the main combo piece for this deck, is just getting your Constellation triggers off with whip. And then there's two Rescue from the Underworld, so this card, I can get ETB effects off two creatures, and I just reanimate one creature permanently, so it's pretty good. And it also serves as a combat trick. And then there's two Extinguish All Hope, so since we're playing mostly enchantment creatures, having a okay way to destroy most of our opponent's creatures, unless they're playing a similar deck, is pretty okay, and we can just always sideboard it out for better creatures. So that's the deck. It's not really ready yet. I just wanted to show you the prototype and what I'm working with. And if you guys have any suggestions for it, just put them in the comments section, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you in my next video.